Good morning, everybody. This is Liz Schote, registered dietitian and director of clinical nutrition here at Jackson Purchase Medical Center, doing another Learning with Liz lesson today. And I was trying to think of a topic that might be just a little bit different, and I thought, well, this is June. June, you have Father's Day, so thinking about men's health. So I ran across an article talking about healthy eating, in particular for men, for good tips for their heart, to make their heart healthier. So I'm just going to kind of go through some of these different suggestions, and I will make sure that we'll attach this article to this talk, and so that way you can read the article also. But it's very important, whether or not we're male or females, that we eat healthy for our heart. But like I said, in particular, this is mainly to do with the men, which is good because, like I said, it's June, it's Father's Day. So as I said, good nutrition is very important to keep our heart healthy. Eating healthier fats, eating some different minerals and vitamins, different things like that can help with that heart health, or to help keep it healthy. Trying to maybe focus a little bit more on fruits and vegetables rather than eating the higher fatty, like with meats and things such as that. So those are just some different ideas. So fruits and vegetables, are they important for us? Oh my gosh, they are so important for us. They have, of course, no fat in them, except for like an avocado does have some fat, but it's a healthy fat for us to have. They also are going to be a little bit lower in calories. They're going to be higher in fiber. They're going to have some antioxidants that are very important to help with our body. And they can even help with our blood pressure, to keep the blood pressure in check. So, and the reason why is because they can provide potassium. And potassium can actually help to keep our blood pressure a little bit more under control. But there is a very important but with this, is to make sure that if you're thought, well, I'm going to increase my potassium intake, just discuss that with your physician first to make sure that you don't have any issues with potassium, because sometimes some people will have an elevated potassium level, so then we don't need to increase that potassium. But what the recommendation amount is for men with potassium is around 3,400 milligrams in a day. So we get foods such as, potatoes, bananas, spinach, squash, tomatoes, oranges. Those types of foods are a little bit higher with that potassium and can help us to increase our potassium intake. I would not ever take a potassium supplement, not unless you check that out with your doctor, because that could be maybe too much potassium at one time. Also, the type of fat that a man eats, or actually anybody eats, we want to try to go more with a polyunsaturated, a monounsaturated type of fat with our meats, because meat can have a saturated fat in them, and that's a fat that's hard at room temperature. When we eat that, it can make our body produce more cholesterol, so that's not a good thing. It can add to like blockages with the plaque and things such as like that. So trying to, decrease the amount of things like bacon, red meats, butter, all of those things contain saturated fats and cholesterol. Trying to replace those fats with more of that unsaturated fat, such as olive, peanut, canola oil. Trying to make sure that we use margarine in a tub rather than butter. Walnuts, almonds, they all contain that unsaturated fat. Also, omega-3s are another type of fat that are very heart healthy. We can find those things in, especially like, say, with some fish. So things such as salmon, mackerel, tuna, they contain some of that omega-3 fatty acid in them. Also, flaxseed also contains another type of omega-3 that is very heart healthy. You can get flaxseed oil, you can get ground flaxseed, you can even get flaxseed like in a capsule, and that can help us with that heart health. Also, walnuts are a very good source also of this different type of omega-3 fatty acid that's good for our heart. And then physical activity. Get out there, do some walking. I know it's hot at times, but getting outside, just helps us also mentally, but doing some type of physical activity, walking, riding a bicycle, riding a stationary bicycle, walking on a treadmill, any of those things can help us increase our activity, and that in turn helps with our heart health. So, and then the last thing, a little bit it talks in here, and again, this is good for anybody, but in particular for men, is trying to help with our stress. So trying to do some relaxation techniques if we can. I mean, even yoga. Hey, anybody can do yoga, and yoga can be actually hard for us to do, but that is a way to help us to manage our stress, and to kind of keep us calmer, and that again is heart healthier. It's more heart healthier for us to try to do. So these are just a few of helpful tips for those males in our lives to help them have a healthier heart. Actually, these are good for anybody, but like I said, I was kind of trying to really emphasize it with the males today. So if anybody has any questions about this, please just drop us a message. If you have a topic that you would like for us to discuss, again, just drop us a little line. And I hope you have enjoyed our Learning with Liz lesson today. Have a great day.